This is a video about how if Tasmania locks up federal funding to help build a stadium in Hobart, they'll be able to be the 19th AFL team to join the league. Now, if that eventually does happen, we have a very important decision to make. What they are going to be called. Now, I assume they're going to be a Tasmanian team, not a Hobart team, but I'm just going to roll with the Tasmania thing. Number one would be Devils, like Tasmanian Devil. The only problem is there's another team that goes by the Devils. I think they might be a bit upset if there were another Devils or something like that. So why don't you just skip the Devil thing and just go straight to Satan. The Satan's more powerful anyway, and it's very similar to the Saints, but a Saints v Satan matchup would be an incredible game, even if the Tasmanian team does inevitably become a low to mid-tier AFL team that never wins a premiership. Alright, number two, we have the Tasmanian Bass, like the Bass Strait that you have to cross to get there. Yeah, the Tassie Bass, watch out for them, they can swim upstream and fucking kick goals. Alright, next one, number three. One thing Hobart's very well known for internationally is the Mona Museum. So in order to increase tourism to the state, I think you just have to call them the Tasmanian Monas to increase awareness of that incredible museum. Again, the club song for the Monas writes himself, "Calm the Monas, come on you Monas." Can you just imagine the crowd going wild screaming for the Monas? Was that number three? Alright, number four. You can't call them the Tasmanian Tigers, even though the most famous but probably extinct animal from Tasmania is the Tasmanian Tiger. There's already an AFL team called the Tigers. What you would have to do is name them after the scientific name, which is a thylacine. Come on you Tassie thylacines. It just rolls off the tongue. But I feel like if you called them the Tigers, it would create a natural competition between the two teams. Oh, who's the better Tigers? Oh, you're extinct. Yeah, well, you're from Richmond. Alright, lucky last. There's an occasional annual festival that happens down in Tassie called Dark Mofo. And I feel like that's a great opportunity again to tie tourism with the team name. Just call them the Mofos. I can imagine the headlines now creating a lot of click-through rate for afl.com.au or Fox News. Oh, Charlie Spargo signed to become a Mofo. Oh, Tex Walker, no longer a Mofo. That last one's a little bit hard to believe. If you have any good names for whatever this Tassie team is going to be called, drop them in the comments below. Look, if you have a better name for whatever the Tassie team should be called, if this video ever gets more than 3 comments, I'm going to read all the different Tassie name ideas that you guys come up with. But I'm pretty sure I'm safe on that and won't have to make any videos. I personally do hope that Tasmania does get the 19th team in the AFL locked up, because that opens the door for Christmas Island to have its own team, because I look forward to barracking for the Christmas Island Rudolphs. I like it when you go to a sports game and you find that the home team has a lot of spirit, but what I find I miss is the Christmas spirit, and the Christmas Island team is definitely going to have that locked up.